I'm Wanda Boyd. How are you? Nice to meet you, Seth. You are?
Hi, Wanda. I'm Daniel.
Nice to meet you, Daniel.
My first
Welcome
flight
aboard.
was to Philadelphia. A lot of pre-flight nerves, but enjoyed our crew. Wanda was our flight leader. She had her little Pookie the teddy bear with her, who she was taking all over the world for a child for a social science project. Special passenger number 1.
We have an opportunity to fly around the world and back, but everyone had to start with that very first flight.
Today we're going to be doing our first initial operating experience.
When it comes to service, I want you guys to alternate.
The students are going to have their very first flight. They'll actually be assisting line flight attendants. They're going to get to put into practice everything that we've been learning.
Going into the first flight, I was really nervous. I've been on a lot of planes, but I've never actually served and interacted with everyone.
I was nervous, but I was also really excited to finally be able to get out there and do more of the job.
Go ahead and test it.
You can read about baseball all day long, but until you actually go out there and physically play it, it's just something on paper.
Long rollerboards on this side.
Our instructor on the flight was Stephanie. It's just nice having someone there so you could ask questions as well as the flight crew, but she was great and I learned a lot from her as well.
Walking down the jet bridge onto the aircraft, I had those pre-flight nerves. Seal intact, seals in place.
All right.
Once I got on the aircraft, completed the pre-flight check, what I found was all my training was coming to surface, and I wasn't overwhelmed. I actually found myself in my element. I know the pre-flight check for that, and I know the minimum crew for this aircraft.
Gauge indicates bottle is in full range.
Initially, having an evaluator there watching our every step was a little nerve-wracking, but once we got established on the aircraft, we all focused on what we were there for, and that was the customer service. And it was amazing how far a smile goes.
Good morning.
They say it's the universal language, and it's true.
Tomato juice for 12C, right ahead of you.
Can you hold it for a second or I can put on my card?
Casey and I get along great, so I was really excited that she and I were going to be doing our OE flights together.
We mostly worked the beverage carts, which was a lot of fun. Oh, nice. I worked in news production. It was fun just interacting with customers, getting to know them. Pretty good. Cinnamon apple. You want to try that? I think that was probably my favorite part of the whole trip. On the flight, I found out my dad, who's a charter coordinator, also had to go to the same city, so my dad actually flew on my first flight ever.
I thought it was kind of cute. He had his huge iPad up, so he's just kind of like following her with this giant screen, and he's such a tall guy, so it's hard to miss him.
You got to hear me make my first ever onboard PA, so it was really, really neat to have him there, and he was so proud of me, and it was really special.
How many pots would you brew?
If you're rushing or on initially.
The biggest thing that I learned during the OE flight was just ask. Especially when you're junior, you really start to see how big communication is in the role. Can I get you another drink? It was a lot of fun. It was a job that I really enjoyed, and at the end of the day, I didn't feel like exhausted or miserable. I felt energized.
Thank you so much.
Great having you on our flight. This is definitely going to be more than a job. I think this is going to be a career that I'm going to enjoy doing.